Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to another one of our Jannat reminder series. In this short discussion, we're going to be reflecting on one of the conversations that Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam had with his offspring at the time of his death. It was such a fascinating conversation and such an important one and such a beloved one to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he recorded the conversation in the Holy Quran all the way through to last till Yawm al-Qiyamah. Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam had gathered with his offspring on his deathbed and asked them a very important question. Now at this stage I want you to think, if you were about to pass away, what would you want to say to the people that you leave behind, to your loved ones? And in society in general, our discussions tend to be about our wealth, our land, who is going to take what, sibling rivalry, infighting. But what was the discussion of Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Am kuntum shuhada'a idh hadara Yaqub al-mawtu. Let me make you a witness over this conversation. إذ قال لبنيه ما تعبدون من بعدي. Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam asks his offspring, as he's about to leave, who will you worship after me? Now he wasn't talking to ordinary people or the general public. He was talking to a family of prophets, to a family with utmost nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But yet, his thoughts, his concerns, his worries were all about what legacy will he leave in his children, in his offspring, and what connection will he leave them with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is something that we should be thinking very deeply about. And we must recognize that in order to have this conversation on our deathbeds, we must ourselves live a life of piety, a life of taqwa, a life of goodness, a life where we haven't cheated others, a life where we have been truthful, so that we can talk about such an esteemed topic on our own deathbeds. So it starts now. It starts today, to develop that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to try as much as possible to pray, because we are responding to Allah's call. Hayya ala salah, hayya ala al-falah. Come towards prayer, come towards success. We must loosen the shackles on our ears that stop that call coming into our ears. We must lessen our attachment with time wasting. We must want to learn and yearn to go towards this deen, to go and perform our actions that bring us close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should want to learn the Quran and reflect on these important lessons left by the prophets. And we believe in the message of all of the prophets. We believe in following and respecting all of these messages, and we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for recording that beautiful conversation, which, if we reflect on it, should change our lives so that we can also have these beautiful conversations.